Hello and welcome to the show. Now, a little while ago we did the Corvette generation game where we raced a whole bunch of different generations of Corvettes against each other using the showdown game mode in Forza Horizon 4, and it was really quite good fun and we wanted to have another go playing around with this game mode. And what better brand of vehicle, what better theme than, well, Ferrari. They are perhaps one of the most iconic car brands there are, and there are lots to choose from. In fact, so many to choose from, we had to stick within a theme, well, sort of for the Ferraris. For this, we were going for the front-engined V12s. Now, this is where Ferrari got their start with the very, very early cars. The earliest car we have is the 166mm in Horizon 4, but you've got plenty of legendary vehicles along the way, like the 250 GTO. We go all the way up to the more modern versions of that, like the 812 Superfast, for example. That's a brilliant name for a car. So we were going to take a whole bunch of these front-engined V12 Ferraris and go for a race. See what would happen. Now, if you haven't seen one of these races before, here is how it works. The lower class of vehicles are released first, while the faster cars are held on the grid for whatever the game determines is a fair amount of time. It varies, depends on track and number of laps. So, I am driving an S1 class car, a very high S1 class car in the form of the 812 Superfast here. As you see, the A class cars have just got launched 20 odd seconds before we have. And, well, behind me, there is something very, very quick indeed that I hope we don't see, but we probably will by the end of the race. I don't know whether we're going to be able to hold it behind us. We're going to give it a try. Are we going to go a lap down? Yes, we are indeed, actually. There goes the two of the C-Class cars. We're a bit up. There's one. Right, so we've got to make up a lap on those C-Class cars. Might it be possible? I mean, it's a longer circuit, this one. These things are very, very quick indeed. But yeah, we're going to have to see how it pans out. So, between the 812 and the 599, there's a little bit of a PI difference in favour of the 812. The 599 is better handling, but nowhere near as quick in a straight. I say nowhere near. It's not as quick in a straight line. As you can see here, we go cruising up to the back of it. Got to try and keep the car in check. Now, what we really don't want to do is lose time fighting one another. So if I can get past safely and quickly here, that would be good. We don't want to get held up particularly in traffic. Now, while yes, the class is huge difference between us, the closing speeds are immense between us and the C-Class cars, that doesn't mean they can't hold us up around here. Because if they happen to be on the racing line, for example, which is where they're going to be, they could still be in the way. Thankfully here, not so much, or a little bit from you and there. So the rule, I say the rule we have is the way we work this, same as they do with the real motorsport and multi-class stuff, is basically the slower car holds its line, it holds the racing line, it's up to the faster car to figure out where it's going. Which makes it easier for everybody to know what they're doing. I nearly made a real mess at turn 1, but it's a little too early through there. This track will probably favour the 812 a little more. It's a little bit more open, it's a little bit more straight line speed. I mean, it's not all straight line speed stuff, of course. Here we've got this turn here is a horrible corner. And this is where the monster that is chasing us, I'm worried about how much time it's going to make up, gain on us just through that section alone. I think that might be the difference. I have the most power here in the Superfast, by a decent chunk actually. Just very powerful, this car. At nearly 800 horsepower, but it just doesn't have the handling or the grip. Oh, come on. Get through there. There we go. Going to get a little slide. I've got to be really careful with this car because any mistake is amplified in this race. 58 seconds down on those. On the leader that is Ewan with the, what was it, Berlinetta, I think. No, whatever the 250 is. I can't remember my Ferraris. Probably should. Doing a video all about Ferraris, I should probably know what the hell I'm talking about. But this is me, so who is surprised? Oh, we made a second and a half up in that sector. We really need to keep making these gains and more, ideally. It's when we start seeing Longbow's name. When we see Longbow's name on the leaderboard, like the time, because it only really tells us the time if the car's gone through the checkpoint. So if we've gone through a next checkpoint along, it doesn't tell you the gap back to the car behind you, which, considering how close these checkpoints are, is no use if a car's a decent distance away. If we see Longbow's name appear on the time appear here, we know we're in trouble, basically. That's how quick it's going to catch us. So, yeah, not looking forward to that. Just focus on chasing down. We're chasing down the 575s at the moment. They are 10 seconds away. I'm hoping, well, we've closed the gap well to the front cars. Clark is close. There are the 575s up ahead. Could we do this with the Superfast? We actually dropped Impega quite nicely around this track. That helps me, especially if Longbow gets stuck. All it could take is a corner. With the way this game mode works, a corner stuck behind Impega could make all the difference. Oh god, I could see the dot on the map. I didn't quite catch a glimpse of it, but I don't know whether we're going to have enough time. I don't know what way this is going to go at this point. I mean, 26 seconds is, I don't think, going to be catchable for us on the leaders, but you know, we could be wrong. We have made big gains these last couple of laps. I haven't actually been checking how much it is per lap. There's L-Plate with the A-Class 575. We should get that, and I think we'll get Danger Man's 575. Whether we'll catch... Oh, Gliska's got... We're not catching Gliska. Jesus, the 250 is way too far gone. I didn't realise I got to the lead. I thought it was on Seek. I wasn't checking where Gliska was in the pack. Okay, Lalo will stay out of the way. We'll come flying past. Longbow... Oh, we can see Longbow on the scoring. That's bad news for us. It's bad news for everybody. I think Gliska's far enough away that it won't affect. Oh, come on. 812. Be good through here. We need you to be good. We are good. There's Longbow's car. We see it. We're going soaring past Danger Man. There's Angus with the 250 GTO. We're going to get past that B-Class one as well. It's early on the brakes to run a slightly tight line through here. Don't wander into the wall. Can we catch the C-Class cars? I don't think so. But the monster isn't quite here yet. It's going to be so much quicker through this corner than me. Take its line away if we can. We have done. Here it is. The Evo is here. It's to the inside. It's going to be a track race. We're going to try and use... Oh, I think we got it. We tried to use whatever it was. The 166 is a little bit of a block. Good God. Gliska was well out in front and nothing to see in that one. We almost got Ewan, we didn't quite. The Evo was there. I mean, the Evo, we only beat the Evo because I do have top end on it. Tiny little bit, but it got a little bit boxed in behind Clark's car. And, I mean, that worked. Christ. I think is the best way to sum that race up. Now, it is a rather different circuit. For our second race, this is the Edinburgh Station Circuit. I'm, well, concerned a smidge, mostly about the Evo. That thing is going to be a monster around this track. The grip it's going to have compared to the rest of us is so much. Yes, it has a big, well, you know, yes, it's got relative terms at a big delay, but it could be quite difficult to beat around this track. We'll have to wait and see. I would also be aware of the normal 599 that we are currently racing here. GTO is actually slightly better handling than me. So this track might suit that car a smidge more. I've got to be careful. And I don't want, at the end of the day, we don't want to fight each other and lose time. Okay, we don't want to be at a point where we're wasting time fighting S1 class cars because we have got to do the chasing here. Almost got the fence. We've got some speed here. We may give it a little bit of a nudge through there. Are we going to be able to clear it here? We are not quite able to do so. I think we might be clear of it now. And we're going to give it space on the inside. I don't want to put it in a wall. If we can get off the corner well enough, which we have, we will be shooting off into the distance down here. Okay. We have cleared Impega. Now, let's try do something about those cars ahead. So the 575, I mean, I love the 575, I love the way it looks and everything. However, it's not the fastest of vehicles, shall we say. It's, generally speaking anyway, so we should be okay to catch them. And after that, who knows? The GTO, the 250 GTOs, the B-Class cars were monstrously quick for what they were. Last time Gliska was completely uncatchable, basically. So we'll see what we can do at this track, whether we have a bit better chance. And with any luck, overtaking might be a little bit more difficult around here. Impega's lost a little bit tight. I was surprised, actually. I was thinking that might be closer around this track. Okay, I mean, there are some straight... Generally, you want the grip at this track. And Impega... I don't know, I'm surprised, shall we say. I thought that car was going to be closer around here than it is, as we are currently streaking off into the distance. But it's still got a chance of mixing up with the other vehicles later on in this one. I know if the Evo gets us here, I can't do the same trick we pulled at that first race. I can't use my power, really, because there's... Well, I guess if it catches on the final straight, maybe I can defend into the last corner, but I think I have so much grip it'll go around the outside of me. And it won't care about going around the outside of me, really. Still 30 seconds down. I'll tell you what, the 250 GTO is just too quick at this. The way that this is breaking it up, that is, I mean, it's so close to being in the fight already. It's got so long to go that unless it gets into big trouble somewhere, I don't know how we're going to catch it. Damn. Just the way the delay works and the speed that car is within its respective class, that is, yeah, bloody far. I mean, we're catching L plate at the end of lap 3. We should be past. I mean, is that a... Not sure what that car is up ahead. We are squeaked our way past. Oh, someone's livery didn't load, maybe? Oh, damn it. I don't think Angus's car is a different colour to what it was last. Damn it, we're trying to do a race with no one in red Ferraris because we thought it'd be funny. And now we have a red Ferrari, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the last race. Maybe the liveries aren't loading. Oh, that's not a sight I want to see. Hello, everyone. Don't mind me. Coming through. We are clear of that little group. And that's the thing. That's what can make a difference in one of these. For example, there, if I get held up, if we get stuck in that traffic, you can lose a couple of seconds on a corner, and that couple of seconds could well make the difference. We are closing rapidly on Gliska, on Clark, on Ewan as well, which is what we need to be doing here. Where is Longbow? Where is that monstrous machine? Because I think I might actually get Gliska in this one, but I think we might get passed by the real scary threat. We'll have to wait and see. We are up into a third place. My voice is dying a little bit. Okay, we are good. Never mind, ignore what I said. I misjudged the gap to... Gliska's machine here. We should get that no problem. It's now the Longbow threat that is very real and very present. Alright, we're not going to get Gliska... Oh, no! Okay, we're not going to get Gliska just as easily as I would have liked to have done. There's a little bump, unintentional, on that car. The only good news for me... Oh, Longbow is here. That's bad news. Bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. Go away! Go away! Evo with all the downforce and all the bits. No! That is not what we want. Oh, has Longbow made a mistake into the final corner? It's going to have the traction on me. It's a drag race to the line. I don't actually know who got it. Oh, oh, god damn it. Longbow took the victory. And Pega got up to 4th. And Pega got up to 4th with the 599 with a normal GTO. God damn it. Gliska takes 3rd with that 250. It's a real mixed up. This is what we want to see. This is how we want to see a showdown race. Ah, oh, damn it. That's just a bit too quick. A bit too quick. I thought I'd almost got it out of that final corner. A little bit of bumping of doors, and it almost slowed down the 599 enough. But no, it wasn't quite to be there. Bugger. But excellent race nevertheless. So, we are moving on to a bigger and faster track here. Could be ideal territory for the 812. I don't know. This is the... No, not Astmoor. Lakehurst. Lakehurst copse circuit. There we go. I remember tracks. Yeah, Lakehurst copse circuit. Some quite long straights for some top speed. There's still some twisty sections. You know, you still need to have a good handling car. We will burn the tyres up as we leave the start line. Not quite going to get... to Impego. We actually get to Impego before turn 1. We don't quite get to before ghost mode, but oh. If you miss a checkpoint, it is race over. And that's about as close to missing a checkpoint as I want to get. Actually, it's far closer to missing a checkpoint than I want to get, but let's not chance it anymore. Right, brutal speed. That is what we need from the 812 here. We will scoot past that. The closing speed is a lot. The difference between this and those C-Class cars is terrifying, let alone what it's like with the Evo turning up. Now, can we... Oh, Ewan took a tight line. I was expecting Ewan to wander a little bit, understeer a little bit wide in all of that, but didn't. We will find a gap there. We're through the traffic for now. It's important that we can get that traffic cleared quickly. I apologise to Ewan for a little bit of a bump. I was kind of working on the assumption, and I say unfortunately, but there's a little bit case of we have to make these assumptions how that car's going to drive if we want to get through it as efficiently as possible. It just doesn't always work. My assumption was it was going to understeer a little bit and there'd be a nice gap I could fire my car through, and it just didn't quite materialise, and I was already well committed to that plan. However, no crazy harm done. Let's get out of these first corners. Impego is a couple of seconds back from us. We've got a little bit of time. So this is the point of the race where this is the calm period. When you're in, say, a class of your own, not quite for the S1. Oh, although I've beansed it, that might have thrown away the race. And that is the annoying thing, is silly little mistakes like that can very easily throw away this race. Okay, yeah, Longbow might get caught up with something, but what I was saying is, yeah, when you're in either in a category on your own, or in my case, Impego is slightly different cars, there will come a time at this where it's just about making lap time, where it's just basically a hot lapping competition. It's just catch up to the class ahead and make as good a lap time as you can. Silly mistakes like that, not what you want. I've never driven the 812 Superfast, don't think, until this, certainly not for any length of time. So I've never driven this car at this track, and it's just a learning experience. It's a learning experience while trying to go as fast as you bloody can in the hope of staying ahead of a 599 Evo. Not easy. There we go. This is not far away from the leaders again. I feel like I'm most afraid of... Unfortunately, as I said, as much as I love the 575, I'm not really afraid of it in this competition. It doesn't seem to quite have the speed. So it's really the 250 GTO or the 599 Evo. Maybe some of the C-Class cars if they have a good run, but they haven't really had a good enough run as of yet. I'm not sure this is going to be a track for them. Clark is leading the way. I'm surprised Clark's leading the way from Ewan. It seemed like the Burnley was better at the faster circuits. 166 better at the twisty stuff. Presumably power related. I spot a 575 up ahead. We'll have to be getting past that this lap. I hope. It's 32 seconds to make up. There's 32 seconds to Gliska now. I feel like we can't run any 15 seconds a lap quicker. I don't think we can do that. We'll see what sort of gap is when we cross the start-finish line. We're going to be running a lot seconds a lap quicker, but I'm not sure it's that bigger a difference. That time around, I think that corner there is what's cost me, just not knowing how fast I can go there. That's a problem. Down to 27 seconds. Oh, come on, super fast. You can do this. Well, it's ambitious to say you can do this, let's be honest here. Oh, I hope you can. We've pulled out that gap to Impega a little bit again. It's still not that far back. Oh, I'm going to catch the 575 at a really awkward place here. Oh, okay, can we get it before turn one? I'm actually moving over the bumps. Oh, sorry for the slight nudge. I did not have full control over my car in that one. We're going to go around the outside of Lado and sweep in for this corner. I don't think we're catching Gliska, judging by the gaps, the difference. And Longbow's arrived as well on the scene. Here comes that Evo. I don't think we're going to stay ahead of the Evo this time around. That's going to be a difficult one to keep back, although it was at a 3 wide and a bit of a mess. Sort of this corner here is where it's scary fast. Oh, I want a slightly wonky line on the way in as well. That's not good. Where is that Evo? Still further back. We're coming up towards Angus's vehicle now. Oh, come on. Understeery barge. Make these corners. Oh, the Evo's actually here. We've had it. I don't think. Well, oh, there it goes. The Evo's done it. The Evo's passed us. We're not going to catch the 250 GTO, though. And my slide out of there might mean I don't catch Clark. Oh, we're not going to catch Clark either. God damn it. 166 held on. We did give you a bit of a bump on the way past, but a bit of a scare as we shot past. But no, couldn't catch the 250 GTO. I lost some time. If I hadn't made those couple of silly mistakes, we should have had second, really. Well, I say should have. We could have been fighting for second. If I hadn't run wide and hit the rock, maybe. If I hadn't actually had a bit of an iffy final corner when getting passed by Longbow, we may not have ended up out on the grass. We may have got Clark as well. But, God, like one little mistake makes... Well, it could always make such a difference. But in this, in particular, it's so obvious almost how those mistakes add up. But it's good fun, nevertheless. So, we are on We are on to the final race with these Ferraris, and is it the Greendale circuit? I've got a kitten come to say hello. Are you a fan of Ferraris? Never mind the prancing horse, we have a prancing kitten. Kitten, off the controller, please. Thank you. Sorry, buddy. I've got to drive in a second. Little Abaddon will cause problems when driving. Oh, hello. There goes the... that scared the crap out of me. There goes the C-Class machines. They are through. We are off and underway. Can I get past? If I get past ladder before turn 1, that'd be really helpful. Oh, slightly went to the wrong side. Oh, game doesn't know. I'm incredibly sorry. That was some big lag on that one. I'm going to hazard a guess on Lado's screen. I was in a different place because, as you will see it on the video footage that I was very clearly on the outside of that car, and there's no way that should have happened. So yeah, sorry about that one. Let's get it through these next couple of nasty corners. And this track is quite a fiddly midsection here, and then we've got one long straight. So if you've got good handling, you can make up your lap time around that midsection and kind of hold on down the straight. If you've got straight line speed, as long as you're okay handling, then this section here is quite nice for your lap time. Could work for my car. I don't really know at the moment whether who knows if we're going to be close to that GTO or not. Seems to be a case of either we get a really close one overall, or the GTO wins by an absolute mile. The 250 GTO wins by an absolute mile, and I don't quite know why that is, but there we go. We'll see how this track... You know, at the end of the day, this is a little bit of a probably much forgotten game mode. I suspect a lot of people don't even played it necessarily, don't know it exists in Horizon 4. So even the balancing on the release times and all of that isn't going to be 100% perfect. For a bit of fun, it is a good alternate. It's just an alternate game mode, if you like. It's balanced enough with the right conditions. You can get some really exciting stuff. So yeah, it does seem like Impega's car is not enjoying this track at all. Yeah, that thing's been close to us in the previous races. I've only been a couple of seconds back normally, but it's really not working here. Or may have made a mistake. I can't, haven't been able to look back the entire time. Where on earth do I brake for turn 1? About there, maybe? I don't know, kind of roll the car through here. I don't know if that's right, but it seems fairly quick, so there is that. We're 37 seconds down. Are we going to be able to catch that up in the time we have left? Don't know. It's like this, if you want to try and figure out, obviously, let's do the math on the fly. That's going to run really wide. Do that, don't do that. But if you want to do the maths on the fly, there's so much going on around you, and sometimes you've got to concentrate on the driving. I don't think we're going to catch, but see, I said that about the bloody street race. I really didn't think we were catching there anywhere near close enough, but we ended up were. This is already up to second. Jeez, I don't think we're going to have that pace. Where is Longbow is a good question in all of this. I don't know. Can't really look around either. Knowing where Longbow is will make no difference to how I'm driving the car. It'll just be go as fast as I can. I hope against hope that we're far enough away that the Evo can't beat us out of that final corner, because we can probably give it trouble down the long start finish straight. That's one thing I do have going for me. We can probably give it some grief down there. I've had a couple of laps now where I've been a little wide through an important corner. Not what I want. There's the 575s. They're up ahead. Unfortunately, as I said, I like the cars, but they do not work here. They're just not quick enough. Okay, where's the L-plate going to go? There. Here we go. 812. It's 4 wide! That's wonderful madness. That scared the crap out of some C-Class cars, I imagine. There we go. We're into turn 1 now. We can get Ewan or we can get Clark, but I don't think we can get Gliska. And where the hell is Longbow? That is the other question. Longbow is on the march. Impega's actually not our last place yet. It won't end up that way for the for the 599, but Impega isn't off of the last position just yet. Where is Ewan going to end up? Oh, that's another time I got caught up with Ewan's car. We're actually clear of Longbow, I think, by a half-decent margin this time around. Oh, Impega's had a problem, so Impega is parked up. That'll be why that's out of it. Oh, I thought I missed the checkpoint there. Jesus, sorry, Clark. Oh, we're just going to hold on. We have enough straight line speed to hold on. Couldn't catch the 250 GTO, though. That was too far gone. And we got closer by the end of it, but not close enough in that one. Longbow was catching rapidly, but we were far enough away that time. That time, yeah, it wasn't down to a slightly cheesy defense or anything like that. It was just we were just far enough away in that. Whew. Yeah. I like this game mode. It's really good fun, and this was certainly a bit better balance than we saw from the Corvette one. It definitely some real mixed results. Yeah, the 250 GTO, if it worked, was very good, and I think very difficult to catch even for the very quick cars. The quick cars did work their way through the pack. A couple of times I could have maybe done a little smidge better, but yeah, that's cool. The Superfast was actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be a bit worse to drive than it was, to be honest, and I was pleasantly surprised. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.